Hi folks, this time I would like to tell you a bit about the problem that I have with my e-bike. This is about 5 years old Giant Explorer. I bought this 2018. The price was 2,500 euros about, and then I have used about 200 euros per year for maintenances, and then beginning of this year 23 the motor here, and then this control panel, they got broken and I had to replace those. The cost for those were about 1,500 euros, so I have used altogether roughly 5,000 euros during the 5 years. We have ridden about 10 to 12,000 kilometers. It has been used quite a lot, but now I have a problem because this battery here is now broken. First of all, the capacity of the battery is no more than, let's say, 60% of the original capacity. So during 5 years it has lost 40% of the capacity, but that is not the main problem. But the main problem is that when I try to charge this, I have this kind of charger, and it goes here, and when I try to charge this battery, it is doing so that it starts to charge normally. So this red light here is an indicator for that, but after, let's say, 10 to 15 minutes, this light here starts flashing, and it means that the battery is not anymore charging. And then when I disconnect the battery and connect it back again, it starts charging normally. And again, after 10 to 15 minutes, it starts flashing, and I need to disconnect and connect it again. So it means the charging of this battery might take several hours, and I have to disconnect and connect it again, let's say 10 times. So it's quite frustrating and time consuming. Then I tried to find the new battery, and I contacted about 10, let's say 15 retailers in Finland and asked if they could find this kind of spare part battery for me. All of them, they answered that they don't have it. And then I contacted, or actually some of those retailers, they contacted to the Giant importer in Finland, the company who import the Giant bikes to Finland. And the importer answered that no, it's not anymore possible to get this kind of battery at all from Giant to Finland. They told that maybe in some bike shops in Central Europe they might still sell this kind of battery, but it's not anymore to find this kind of battery from Finland.
All right, then I tried to find same kind of battery from Google, and I tried to find some Central Europe, some shop or battery seller in Central Europe who could sell me this kind of battery. I found a lot of giant energy pack batteries, but always they were slightly different. Different amount of pins or the dimensions of the battery, they were slightly different. But finally I managed to find, I think that this is exactly the same size battery. This shop is Bike 24 and this is located I think in Netherlands. And then, like you can see, the price is quite high, more than 600 euros, but still I would like to have a new battery, because otherwise my bike is, let's say, waste. But surprise, surprise, product not shippable to Finland. Okay, but anyway, here is the click email support, and then I sent email to this Bike 24 and I kindly asked that would it be possible to have this kind of battery, to get this kind of battery to Finland. And then they answered, and then they said that they can't sell this kind of battery to Finland because they have contract with Giant, and there is a very strict limitations in this contract, and this Bike 24, they are not allowed to sell any products to Finland. So they said to me that they don't want to take risk to sell this kind of battery to Finland or any other spare part to Finland, because they might lose their contract with Giant. So surprise, surprise, I finally managed to find sizable battery, but they can't sell it to me. Okay, it's not possible to buy new battery. Then I heard that it's maybe possible to resell this old battery. And I started to search from Google all kind of companies who can do this kind of reselling. And then I managed to find one local company who can do this kind of reselling, and I went there to this company and with my old battery and with my charger, and they studied it, and surprise, surprise, they told me that normally they can do this kind of reselling, but for this kind of battery that you have, it's not possible. And the construction of the battery is that kind of that it's not possible to remove the old cells and install the new ones. So not possible to resell.
Finally, I contacted to the manufacturer of Giant, which is, I think that their headquarters is in Taiwan. I sent an email there and explained the situation, and I said that my opinion is that if it's possible to find spare parts for 50 years old cars quite easily, I think that it should be possible to find spare parts for 5 years old e-bike. But after one month of waiting, no answer, and I guess that they will never answer me. So now I have expensive e-bike that cannot be used. Or of course it can be used as a normal bike, but this is as heavy as an elephant, so it's not too easy to use it as a normal bike. At least I should be some kind of Rambo or Schwarzenegger or Usain Bolt, so that I could use this kind of bike without a electric motor. So if you have some kind of advice or tips that what I could do with this 5,000 euros waste, I would appreciate if you could help me. So please be careful when you buy electric bikes. It might be useless after a couple of years. Yep. This kind of story this time.